Hi, this is Tutor Nick B, and this is Idiom 72. The idiom today is keep one's head above water. Yeah, this is a pretty common one. People are always talking about, oh, it's difficult to keep one's head above water, or they're trying harder to keep one's head above water. So let's look at the note here. This idiom is used to express that you must put in a lot of effort to deal with all your money problems, especially money. Workload could be that, etc., when it is difficult to do this and you are at risk of failing. So the whole thing could fall apart. So you're trying your hardest just to keep it going, keep your head above water. Of course, this phrase comes from the idea of like if you were swimming or if you were treading water. If you can't keep your head above water, your head will go down, and of course you'll sink and you'll probably drown. So this is the idea of where this comes from. So let's look at the first example. Number one here. Nowadays, with ever increasing inflation, remember, ever increasing means it's always increasing. Inflation, especially in the last like 5 to 10 years, seems like it's like double-digit inflation. Not exactly what the government is reporting. So, especially food prices and things like that were going up a lot in the U.S. And stagnant salaries. Yeah, if your salary's not going up and the prices of things are going up, you're losing buying power. So it's getting harder and harder to pay for the same things to keep the same lifestyle that you had before. So in stagnant salaries, it is becoming harder and harder for the average American to keep his head above water. Yeah, so those that were already, before this started, those that were already, at risk, many of them may have sunk already. And those that thought they were comfortable, it's getting harder and harder, and they're having more trouble keeping their head above water. Okay, let's look at the second example here. My workload, all the whole total amount of work that you have to do. My workload recently has gotten way out of hand, way out of hand, way out of control. I requested the boss hire an assistant for me so I could keep my head above water and be able to handle the influx of new sales. Well, this is in a good way. If you were lucky enough to be in a company where they got a lot more sales and it's just more than a single person can handle, yeah, but you still need to keep your head above water to keep it all in control. So you could use it this way too. Anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it's clear. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.